To throw now. Here's Love. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Ready. Strikers, 3-3. Ready.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Love from the gun. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So we see it right here on the opening drive, throwing the football in these snowing conditions. Going to be very, very tough. You wonder if they're going to rethink the aerial attack going forward.
It will be interesting, and it'll be a debate because most of the quarterbacks that we know, they believe they can throw through anything. They don't care if it's rain, snow, it doesn't matter as long as they get a chance to throw the football. And I think a lot of coaches think that in these conditions, let's throw it early before things get worse.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6.
70 Timberwolves.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And when the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now Daniels. And this pass broken up. And the contact low of time there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. We're scoreless after 1. And Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. To the air goes Daniels. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Zach Ertz, 36 yards.
And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage.
Ready?
Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Set, hut.
Love looking to throw it.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
That one caught downfield by Watson. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Packers!
Christian Watson.
65 yards.
And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Ready.
To throw is Daniels. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Daniels looking to throw.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 77 yards.
And Washington has taken the lead.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
43 rail.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Chop. 17. 10 cycles.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Ready.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Jamison Crowder in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time That was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Austin Steinberg set to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Let's go now.
Second down and 8.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They go play action. Daniels. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7.
Now Love.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Dorrance Armstrong able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Hustle, hustle.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Claws, 10. Hut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the first.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Set. Touching 18.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Come on. Set.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They go with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set. Ready. Ready.
Play fake. Here's Love. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too
Here
well.
we go. Set. Ready.
Here's Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Hurry. Hurry.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Mega. Set.
Love, they go play action now.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, 36 yards.
And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Love throwing for it.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Come on. Come on. 19 Charger. 19. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. He's across midfield. He's still on his feet. Terry McLaurin.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for two. Daniels going to try and throw for it.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
On the set.
2nd and 10.
Go.
Here's Daniels.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bates. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Ready, ready.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Let's go. Ready?
Love looking to throw it.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's 2nd down.
Ready?
Now Love.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at the...